Let's talk about it. Another episode. I'm actually really impressed that we are keep going because you know what I noticed though? Every time we record ourselves, I'm getting bigger and bigger. And I know I'm pregnant, but it's just so discouraging to see that. But anyways, what are we talking about? What are we talking about today?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
We're talking about you getting a vasectomy.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're talking about. Him getting a vasectomy. We are, this is total 4 children. I can't do no more. So I don't want no more kids. You don't want no more kids, right?
Public pressure is crazy. No, I want more kids.
No, you don't. Because this is
3 more.
This is my 4th C-section, which means I've been getting cut open 4 times, not recommended. Doctors are not happy about it. So this is our last kid, and I'm trying to talk him into getting a vasectomy because I just don't want to get my tubes tied. I just feel like the recovering process it's more expensive. The recovering process is longer, and it's just it's cheaper, super easy for you. Like go in, go out. I think it's like 30 minutes compared to me going under a knife again.
Castrate me? That's crazy.
No, it's okay. So do you want to talk about what we're going to do on TikTok to try to like make this official, or we're going to make a separate video?
No, you can tell.
So what we're going to do is what he's doing is crazy because I really don't think that we're going to reach, but you said 100K likes or views?
Likes.
100K likes, and Nicki Minaj, I don't know why, but Nicki Minaj has to comment and he would get it.
Okay, well, the TikTok trend is supposedly people ask their significant other to buy them a car, and if they get so much views or comments or whatever, they'll get what they want. So we came up with the idea. Well, I wanted Cat Williams to comment on it.
Right, Cat Williams is not on TikTok.
But she tells me Cat Williams is not on TikTok, but if he is, it'll be, what was it? 100K likes.
Uh-huh.
And Cat Williams comment on it. But she says Cat Williams not on TikTok, so it would be Nicki Minaj has to comment on it.
Yeah. Why Nicki?
I don't know, because you like Nicki, and she tried to send her a DM one time of her looking exactly like her.
Okay, see, you're doing
and
he's doing way too much.
She's got
anyways
dusted.
That was like 10 years ago, bruh. I used to be such a big Nicki fan, and I did send her a DM like probably even more than 10 years ago. It was so long ago, but the fact that you brought that up is crazy.
She wanted to be a stunt double.
The fact that you... Anyways, so that's where we're going. Pretty much gonna make a TikTok video, and then we're gonna get hopefully the amount of likes, and then hopefully we get the comment, and then I will go for he would do it. But either way, I'm gonna get on some type of birth control. Because no more kids.
It would have to be official, right? We have to shake on it.
Yeah.
If it actually happens.
Yeah.
He's gonna let me dust it here. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, we're shaking on it. That's crazy.
So
okay,
that's an official deal.
That's an official deal. But speaking of social media,
dang,
let's talk about this. Ooh, when I tell you, I'm like obsessed with. I feel like all our topics, but this one really is good because where do we stand on social media as far as like a married couple, or just like I'm speaking in general too, not just our relationship, but as far as like liking pictures, following girls. What do we consider okay and not okay within a marriage? Okay, so I'm going to just go into it.
Just broadly or?
Yeah.
Okay, start talking broadly, and then we'll talk about marriage, our marriage, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm speaking like in general.
Okay.
But, okay, so anyways, I think that if you are in a relationship or married, you should not be liking no other woman's
squirrel.
Shut up. Now I did get a blank. Okay, you should not be liking other women's pictures on Instagram. So what do you think about that? Do you think that's cheating?
Just Instagram, no Facebook, no nothing.
Facebook, TikTok. We don't even be on Facebook, but Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Do you
Whatever
think
you
that
can
that's
like
cheating?
on.
Yeah, and that's all the platforms. So do you consider that cheating, or do you consider that appropriate? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, it's not appropriate because clearly it's gonna make somebody feel offended if
Yeah.
I like someone for the way they look
Mhm.
or their shape or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you over here subconsciously feel like, oh, why do you like her, but he's with me and I don't look like that. So
Yeah. Are we speaking? That's
that's just in general.
okay. I was to say.
Oh dang.
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't even know what to say.
Okay, but it's okay. So do you? So is it cheating or what? Do you think it's not? Do you think it's cheating or it's just inappropriate?
I'll say it's I guess a level of respect because if you don't like it, then you're not gonna do it.
Yeah. I think it's all also too about like communicating, because how would this is my thing, like I'll make it very clear that I do not want you liking any women's pictures on social media, especially those provocative ones, like where they're in a bikini or they obviously are showing off their bodies. And then but if it's family, that's fine. But if it's not family and it's just like a regular female that you've probably known but she's not kin to you, that's hard. It's really hard because we're let's not talk about celebrities. We're talking about like the Instagram models. Let's just talk about the Instagram models, because
not famous, but famous.
Not like A-list celebrities. We're talking about like the Instagram models. Like, let's just focus on that.
Like your local city girls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I feel like that's extremely disrespectful, and I feel like that's extremely inappropriate.
Bad Girls Club.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Girls in that liking pictures like that. I'm trying to get a understanding because you said not celebrities, so you're just making it seem like it's just the neighbor over there's local people here.
I didn't think that deep into it. Like, would that trip if you like Beyonce's photo? I don't know. That's crazy to like. But I'm talking about Instagram.
Yeah, Beyonce in a bikini or Nicki Minaj in a bikini. I liked it. Who make you feel?
Okay, it's still inappropriate then.
Okay.
Even though it's still just, to me, it's so inappropriate. And I think that if I communicated that with you and you're still doing it, you're first of all, the boundaries you're crossing. And to me, that's a way of cheating. Because if I tell you something that I do not like and how it makes me feel and you still do it behind my back, I feel like that's a form of cheating. But you don't think it's cheating, you just think it's inappropriate.
No, I don't think it's cheating. Well, mind you, I think it has to go, at least what thought process is behind the thought.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I guess if you're like if you know that you're not supposed to be doing that and it's like more of a lustful thing and you're just doing it just to. Like,
well, why else would you be liking a female's picture?
Well, if I was single, I'd like every female single picture. I'm single. It'd be like literally I get a view of everything in like a little device in like a matter of seconds.
Okay, if you weren't single, why would you be liking another woman's photo if you weren't single? Like, what's the point of that? It's lustful.
I don't do that.
No, I'm saying though. But so
I think if you do that, if you're in a marriage, you do that. I don't want to say you're lacking something in the relationship, but clearly he's liking something that either he wants in his life or he thinks is more attractive to him that he wishes he has. I don't know.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know.
That's deep. That's horrible to say. Like, I really hope guys don't think like that, because that's so you're saying a like could equal that.
Like my torta girl over here, but then I like a girl that's over here shaped like a hourglass, you know, like depend upon this, and then beautiful.
You know, and
mermaid,
I really want to say you don't even know. I feel like guys don't even know why they truly do it.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like it was just a like, you know, be like, oh, you know, she probably wants someone to like her because clearly she wants some attention. So let's give her some attention.
See, and it's so crazy because you're in a relationship. Give your attention to your woman. Like, why are you giving it to a random girl?
Is like if you're married. Clearly, if you're married, you should have your boundaries when you have social media. I don't have social media except TikTok, but
yeah. So I do think, to me, I think that's a form of cheating, especially if it was very vocal that we do not like this. I feel uncomfortable doing it, and if you still do it, I just think that, to me, that's a form of cheating. It's a form of like you're not respecting our boundaries in our marriage. Clearly. So we talked about that. What about following?
Following people?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same thing as liking them. I mean, you're following them for what reason?
See, and I disagree. I don't think following is that deep.
Do they do they benefit you anything? To me, are they benefiting anything to your life?
Yeah, but he doesn't have Instagram. He only has TikTok. And I feel like with TikTok, if I follow you, I personally know you, or like you're like a celebrity that I really enjoy. So I feel like TikTok's a little different. I feel like each social media has its own like vibe to it. So Instagram is more like just broad, I feel like, but TikTok to me, in my opinion, is a little bit more personal as far as like the following list. But I think Instagram, I don't think it's that deep. But you think that you shouldn't be following.
Well, I feel like clearly it's a line, right? Because whatever
Yeah.
you want to go cater to whatever your spouse is, but
Yeah.
especially in a marriage, you know, you guys want to respect each other.
Yeah.
Whatever she don't like or he don't like, even if you might not agree, you just do it
Yeah.
just because whatever they're feeling is how they feel. So
Yeah.
whatever perspective or how they see it, because you follow someone,
Mm-hmm.
now whatever they think about it, I mean, it's their thought process. But if you're doing it, that's still being disrespectful. So that's the respecting.
Yeah.
But I think following celebrities and stuff like that, I don't think there's no issue with it. But for the fact that, okay, like you said, you might like them, what they have put out, you know, some comedian,
Yeah.
entertainer, whatever, that's what they do. But I feel like if it's like a local person or something like
Yeah.
the gym guy that teaches, you know, girls how to become fitness models or whatever, and you're following dude over there or whatever, you know, the opposite sex, I think that's where the issue, kind of the boundary line comes in, because it's like, well, he's not famous, but why are you following him?
Yeah.
And all up in his grill about what he's doing, what he's posting, and stuff like that. So I feel like it's easier to say, oh, celebrities is easy to follow and do this, because I guess you could, in someone's head, either mine or yours or someone else's that's insecure, would be like, oh, well, she'll never have a shot with that person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Where,
like, how realistic is it that you're gonna run into Beyonce?
Where it's a nobody. Nobody could be girls randomly here or do TikTok reviews on food or this, and you're like, wait, he can possibly, you know, run into this person and have a shot. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I think that's
shooting your shot while you're in a relationship is crazy.
But I'm not saying in a relationship, but I'm just saying if we're together, we're not married, and we're like just dating, and then you're seeing me do this stuff that you say you don't like me to do in my marriage or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it because, you know, dating is hard because you're not committed to anybody, and you're trying to find out if this person's your person. But you know, some people don't think of it as like, once I start talking to someone, I have to cut all ties of everything. They still are kind of dabbling over here just to see if this don't work out. They still have some other thing going on.
Yeah, I think, and it's so we got to be, you know, very honest and transparent. Like, we've both fell short when we first got married and doing things like that. Yeah. Like, you had Instagram, you no longer have Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
Yeah, you had all the good things. And we actually don't have Snapchat no more. We do have TikTok, and I have Instagram. And we kind of communicated about that. He does not have Instagram. However, we both have access, I feel like, to each other's social media account. But I think it's really important to, if I get to a point where I feel like I'm having to constantly check your things, I feel like that's like a deeper, bigger issue. But so that was good. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, what about friends of the opposite sex? How do we feel about that?
Well, it's a no, right? Because you don't want that to happen. But I feel like if it's someone that y'all actually meet and it's something that you guys can integrate before y'all dating, and it doesn't just magically happen in your relationship.
What do you mean by that?
Like, for example, if I had a friend that was a girl, and we kicked it hard before we link up, and I tell you, like, you know, this is my friend, whatever, and they interject or meet, clearly, you know, that would be like I don't know, I don't want to say an exception, but like, at least you introduced each other and it was okay. But where we're in a relationship 6 months later, someone hits you up, and then, you know, she over here, hey, who's this? Oh, that's my best friend from high school. That's my best. Well, that's the first time I ever heard of her. I've never heard of her. We've been dating for X amount. Like, no. What are you talking about? So,
yeah, and I think this is something that we just have to agree to disagree on. I think that's crazy. I do not think. Just to have an opposite sex friend is crazy because I feel like that sounds good if you were to say that. But if I were to say that, like, hey, me and this guy are super cool, we are super friends, and blah, blah, then I get with you and introduce you. I think that to me, that's just inappropriate. I feel like now if we had access to this friend, like, we both are cool, but I don't know. It's hard to
No,
talk.
it's different because me, I always used to hang around with girls regardless. Like most of
And
my
that's weird to
closest
me.
friends
That's
are people that I
weird.
knew were. I don't know. It was just like I would be easier to talk to girls than dudes because dudes literally act more like girls than the girls I talk to because the girls I talk to are more, I would say more masculine sometimes.
Okay. So were you were never attracted to them?
No, I was never attracted to them. So they're like almost the dudes because they literally have all the girls. To be honest, they'll have girlfriends.
Yeah.
And they had pretty girlfriends, even though, we both like the same type of people.
Okay, so you're talking about lesbians. So
I mean, sure, I don't know what I'm allowed to say and not to say, but I mean...
yeah, that's true. But, so, I get it a little bit, but one thing about me is I don't play like that, period. Like, if she is not kin to you...
Yeah, but me trying to be best friends with, like, let's say, hypothetically, my wife at the time, oh, yeah, she's my best friend. That's kind of hard to pull off. Yeah. I feel like in a relationship. But.
I feel like if you're attracted to them in any way, like there should be no friendship, like period. Because to me, I just feel like guys, in my opinion, they just want to be friends with the hopes that one day they could probably hit. That's just my opinion. With the hopes that one day y'all might have too much to drink. With the hopes that one day he might be able to slide in. So I don't play that.
Yeah, but that's a guy thing. I think the girl thing is different though. Especially now, mind you, I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm saying me being friends with someone that's super pretty and whatever I find attractive is kind of hard for me to even say publicly and be like, oh yeah, she's just my friend. Like, why you with her is she your friend? But like if it was like someone that would never see me or cross my mind, we both have the same I guess ambitions. It's different because they're not seeing me that way. They see we both seeing whatever we seen us.
I mean, I think that's a very mature mindset you have. I am not that mature. Like I said, I feel like I am a jealous person. I do not play that. Period. What's mine is mine.
No, I don't have no girlfriends or best friends that are girls.
Yeah, he does not. He does not. Like,
clear that up.
But I don't play that. But I think that I'm thankful that we both like agree to disagree on certain things, but we also have that respect where like we're not in situations where he has a girl that is a friend.
And most of that stuff was also when I was single.
Yeah.
Because as I got talking to girls or married, I never kept that relationship. Mind you, because now I'm in a different setting, right? In a setting that I was single, and that was my mentality. Single man, single lady, single. That's what we're doing, single stuff. When I got in a relationship, that's where, I started kind of venturing out to more. Mind you, I still talk to my single guy friends, but I had to tone it back of what I did. And then I started making friends that had couples or were married and stuff like that because that's just kind of now the lifestyle I kind of put myself into. So
yeah, well, those are good. I think this is a lots of social media, friends of opposite sex, touching base. I feel like did we touch base? I feel like were we clear? Do you want to do like a summary of both of them while we wrap this video up?
Sure.
So first was following or liking other females' social medias, is that considered cheating? I feel like first of all, communication is so important, and this is our marriage, our relationship, you guys. So if you're in a marriage or relationship and you guys have no problem with that, kudos to you guys. But for us, I consider that if I've verbally communicated with you that I feel uncomfortable, I don't like it, and you still do it, to me that's a form of cheating. But for you, it is just not appropriate. You wouldn't say it's cheating.
It's disrespectful. I don't say cheating, but I would say it's disrespectful.
So do you think cheating is only like in a physical form? Because
cheating is in a physical form, or you going out your way to do something?
Physically?
Physically what?
So you think it's just physically? Cheating is just physically. You don't think you could like emotionally cheat with somebody?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're physically going out of your way to do something with this other person or whatever it is, even if it's something, I guess, minute, texting, or something that's getting your attention away from whatever you guys got going on, that is prioritized instead of your relationship, I would say it's considered cheating. Yeah. So whatever, I don't know, emotion or whatever you're talking about.
Okay, so, but for the original question, liking other women's pictures on social media, is that cheating or just inappropriate?
It's inappropriate in a relationship. It's been cleared.
Okay, got you. And I consider that cheating. But let me make it clear, to me, cheating is doing anything that you would not do in my face. Would you sit there and be on her page, looking at her pictures and liking her stuff in my face? And if you would not be doing that when I'm sitting right next to you, looking at your phone, you're trifling. Period. Okay, so I think that's cheating. That's inappropriate to you. And then the second one was relationships with the opposite sex. We both disagree that there needs to be really strong communications, really strong boundaries put in place. I would say that's fair. I wouldn't say necessarily, I would just say that we have to be on the same page of everything when it comes to that. But we don't deal with that. And I feel like we wouldn't deal with that because at this point, there's no such thing as making no new friends of the opposite sex with how far we are in our marriage.
Way off the rails,
but you did have, and I remember when we got together, I did meet a female friend of yours, and she was cool. She was cool, and you introduced me to her. I didn't feel any type of way. However, I was watching. But I did not feel any type of way. So I would say that I didn't feel any type of way.
I think that comes with a lot of with individualism too, because I feel like when a woman feels threatened, or even a man, and let's say you introduce a friend or whatever at that moment, I feel like if you feel threatened, it was going to be an issue regardless. But since you didn't,
so do you think I was?
Because of the way is you can explain it, and then people can even realize like, oh, I met her and I seen what she was. Oh yeah, I wasn't worried.
No,
about
but the thing about it was she wasn't an ugly girl, and that was the thing too. She wasn't an ugly girl, and like I said, I liked how you went about it. I can say that I respected how you went about it. I respected that you introduced us. You know, you were with a group of friends. You were very open about your guys' relationship, but also you were in the military, so it's really hard. Let me not even start it though, because they be trifling. So it's really hard, but the way you handled it was good. You guys were friends. You guys weren't like anything like best friends, but you guys were cool, casual. Yeah. But she was in your unit and stuff like that. So it's just, I think it just depends. It just depends on the situation, but
that was in the beginning. Like I said, we were single, was doing a party thing, me and you.
Yeah, and then I came in, and then you guys' friendship kind of
everything started slowly, like I said earlier, like the mentality was, those were all my single friends and stuff. Mind you, we still kick it and do things, but it wasn't to the extent anymore where I'm over here going to house parties, being wingmans, doing this, doing that. Like that kind of had a stop boundary line, and they respected it too because they didn't have no beef with me. We were still cool. But they knew I was already jumping over to a different path in my life, so they respected it. Even though some people, gave me shit about it, whatever. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So I think it just depends as far as opposite sex friendships. I feel like if it was before you guys, it's most definitely something to communicate about. Just be open and honest, and like what do you feel comfortable and what you don't feel comfortable. But if we're 9 years in, ain't no new friends. Especially out of the opposite sex. However, that doesn't mean that like I could get a friend that I really like and introduce you to her, then we all kick it, like, and then you consider her, like a cool. I don't know if you ever. That's never happened, but I don't think that there's wrong with that.
Yeah, if you make a friend, I mean that's your friend. That's not my friend. I would never be like, oh yeah, and then have an excuse and be like, well, that's Raven's friend, and we could just. Oh yeah, just one day she ring the doorbell and just be like, "Oh yeah, come in and just wait here for Raven." Like,
oh yeah,
because I don't think that would ever come to that. But
yeah,
that's Raven's friend. So,
but the thing is, if I did have a friend, I would 100% trust that first of all, there'd be communicating. Like I wouldn't just do that. But if for some reason it happened, if I consider you a friend, I 100% would trust that you would never do anything. So that's a different topic for a different day. But yeah.
How many friends you got?
What?
How many friends you got?
A handful. How many friends you got, mister?
I don't got any.
Ooh. Why are you lying?
I don't. I have a couple friends, but not
exactly.
Best friends.
You better hope they don't be watching this video.
I hope he does.
That's so messed up.
He lives in Texas right now.
I consider that a friend. I consider that a friend of yours.
We'll see if he watches this.
But yeah, so.
No, I got a couple friends that I talk to and stuff like that, but it's very, very small. Because
you always been like that.
Yeah, but I would say the friends I have, no matter if I don't speak to them now, and we end up clicking up, there's always that connection that is like we never skipped a beat or something. Like it could be a year or two I haven't spoke to them, but then when we link up or something happens, we cross paths again, and we start chopping it up again. Like it was like never something missed. So
okay. Well, it was good doing this video with you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, you guys, and until we meet again, bye.
See you.